feel like working out. Okay, but you feel like scrolling on Instagram? So you're going to be on Instagram and TikTok for 30 minutes and not spend 30 minutes working on your own body and your own health? Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to Marsh Forever. My name is Tiana, and in today's video, we're going to do a health and wellness update. So I first want to say I'm super excited to make this video, but I'm no professional by any means. I'm not even a health and wellness influencer. I'm just a girl who has been on this journey for over 10 years, and I just want to share what has worked for me. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing like all the juicy deeds, how much I weigh, how much I lost, if I've taken any shots and gotten any surgery. Okay, I'm going to share all that, so keep watching. This journey has been so exciting for me because I've learned so much. I'm always learning. Like I said, I've been on this journey for over 10 years, but just in the past few months, I've still learned so much about like my health and wellness. I see so many influencers. One person will say one thing, one person will say the exact opposite, but it works for their respective like communities. So I've just been taking bits and pieces everywhere and just figuring out what works for me. And I hope that you guys do the same thing with this video. I'm not saying do this like this and it'll work, but just take, you know, the bits and pieces that might work for you and your lifestyle and just apply them. Okay, use me as a guide. All right. So just to jump right in, I am about 5'4", 5'5". I'm 158 pounds. I started off at the end of my pregnancy at around 210 pounds. I was a 38 triple D or a larger, because that's the largest bra I was buying. I wasn't buying no bigger bras, okay? Especially because I'm still nursing and was nursing. Now I'm a 34 triple D, so my cup size has not changed. This has nothing to do with the fact that I'm nursing, by the way, because I've lost this amount of weight before and my cup size does not change. I just think I have a lot of tissue in my breast and not fat, because I've seen some women lose 20 pounds and like go from a D to a B, but that's just not me, okay? I don't know my measurements. I don't know my fat and muscle percentages. I'm not that advanced, but as far as my top size, I will still order I went from a large, extra large. Now I'm doing a medium to large, because depending on the cut of the top, like if it's cleavage or it's a button up, I'm going to order a size up because of my breast. And then as far as my bottoms, I was wearing like a 12 comfortably at my heaviest. Now I'm just wearing an 8 to 10. So, and I can still fit my 12 jeans, like they're looser, but the waist is just really big. But I'm not gonna like throw them away yet, because the butt and thigh part fits decent. It's just looser. But I'm wearing mostly 8 to 10, depending on the cut again. I still might have a pair of jeans that are extra large and fit good. But that's just the makeup of my body. And I chuck that up too. Yes, I have a lot of fat on my bottom, but I also have a lot of muscle as well. And in this journey, I have been prioritizing fat loss and not just weight loss. So, because weight loss is like a combination of fat and muscle, and I'm focusing on fat. So that could be a reason for that too. Okay, so this journey started back, I want to say in 2011 when I entered college. I gained my freshman 15, 20, 30, 40, okay? I was 210 pounds, which is the largest I've ever been. Normally, I'm between 170 and 180. Even from being elementary school, I only have memories of being between 170 or maybe 165 to 180 by the time I was in high school. But I've always fluctuated like those 10 pounds, 170 to 180. Always weighing like a 10 to 12 G. That's normal for me. I've really been shaped this way my entire life. I just got older. I've always been shaped this way since elementary school. But I started in college because I was 210 pounds, and I started to notice my clothes were fitting a little tight. Like I'm like, okay, my clothes fit. They rather tight. They real tight. But I could still fit them. But I said, let me go on the scale and see. And I was 210 pounds, and I just boo-hoo cried. And I said, you know what? I got to do something. And so I started going to the gym at my college, and I noticed, like, why is everybody here in shape? Like, why are y'all here? And for some reason, I had this aha moment, like, these people are probably in the gym because it's just a habit they've had, like, since they were younger. And maybe they've seen their parents, you know, work out. So it's important to them. And so I knew right then and there, like, I had to start to love working out, figure out what works for me, because I wanted my children to see me be active, and I wanted them to be active. I know that when we talk about generational wealth and a legacy, we talk about money, ownership, businesses, properties, but a part of that is also leaving the knowledge so they can sustain those things, but also so they can take care of themselves. I just feel that I've never been taught how to like eat healthy or work out explicitly from my parents. I would only see my parents work out when they wanted to like lose weight. And I just want to show my kids that it's a part of the everyday life regimen, or daily regimen, and not just when you want to lose weight. Okay. So I really started to love working out when it turned like the springtime and the spring semester. I started to run, and I love to run. It just became a part of like I said, my daily routine. I still didn't know how to technically eat properly. I just had eliminated fast food. I know I was like addicted to McDonald's really bad. They had one on my campus, so I stopped eating that. And I would just like try to eat smaller meals, but I didn't know like how to properly put food on my plate. It was like just meat, a starch, and a little veggie. That's how I would eat mostly, and I would just eat smaller portions. And that worked for me. I was able to lose all the weight and get down to like 168 at my smallest. And I kept it all for the most part. But once we graduated from college and started to work in the work field, I figured I don't have to work out as much. I don't have to eat healthy. I'm young. My metabolism is high. I'm good. And so my teaching partner, she would always eat out. And so I would like eat out what she's eating. What you doing? Popeyes today, or a salad from here today? And I end up gaining weight right back. I was so disappointed. I'm like, she's not gaining weight, but I am. I didn't understand it. But I wasn't in portion control, and I was still working out, but I was not working out as much, and I wasn't watching what I ate. And so I gained the weight back, and I just would lose some, gain some, lose some, gain some. And then in 2017, I believe, I did a fitness program. And the working out part of it was easy. Worked out 5 days a week, and I really learned about like strength training. But what really changed was with this program, you had to meal prep. It was a part of the program. And so you had to meal prep like 5 to 6 meals a day, and you had to do like a protein, a healthy carb, and a green vegetable. And then it also talked about like carb cycling when they got later in the day, because you don't need the energy anymore. So I did that program and was successful. I lost 20 pounds in 6 weeks. I'm like, wow, like meal prepping is the difference for me, because I love to work out, but I have to meal prep. And so I ended up starting a meal prepping business, and it went so good. But then Eric and I got pregnant, and I like still was eating decent. I didn't work out though, because originally I was pregnant with twins. They didn't want me working out. And I went through a depressive stage because we lost baby girl, halfway through the pregnancy, blah, 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 blah. But by the end of the pregnancy, I was 210 pounds. And so I told myself, wow, like if you are pregnant and you weigh 210 pounds, you should never weigh that again not pregnant. And that really stuck with me. And so after having Chunk, I lost weight right away. Now, when we started to build this house and we moved, I still had a good regimen. We lived very close to my parents in our temporary house. So I can like drop Chunk off, go work out, or work out with him. It was just very easy. But once we started to get ready to move in here, we're living out of boxes. We don't have a routine. Chunk's routine is off. He's not in daycare or school at the time. I'm still working. It was like a mess. And so I gained like, I want to say 15 pounds. I went to like I was 175 and I went to like 189. I was so disappointed. But then we got pregnant with Avia. I also did IVF, so that adds to it too, but no excuses. But then we got pregnant with Avia. I still watched what I ate. I did get a Peloton at that time because I wanted to work out, because I didn't want to gain that much weight. Much better pregnancy. Nothing depressive. Of course, I had anxiety, but I was still focusing on eating properly and working out. And I didn't have any crazy cravings either. And if I did, I indulged. I wasn't depriving myself at all. I ended up getting to 210 pounds again. I'm like, wow, okay, Tiana, really? You have to like figure this out, because you keep getting to 210, but when you're pregnant, like it was a reminder, like don't try to lose yourself after the baby. So had the baby, lost the weight, got back to 190, which is my pre-pregnancy weight at the time. Again, heavier than regular, but that was my pre-pregnancy weight. And then I gained 10 pounds. I was like devastated. Like, what is going on? Like, I am nursing. I didn't feel like I was eating crazy, but I was eating more because I was nursing. Like, I needed to eat more. And I seen 200 and I was like, this is not about to happen. Like, I'm not about to be the person that lets themselves go because they have kids. For me, my physical appearance is very important. And not because of any outside factors. It's all me. Like, the way I look, the way I present myself is very important. And that's another reason why I stopped recording so much. Because I did not like how I looked when I was editing. Like, I was like, Now, for some reason, it didn't bother me for like TikTok. Maybe because the video is so short. But like, seeing myself walk around the house, like, looking a certain type of way, I was like, And it's like, I was being hard on myself. I know, because I just had a baby. But I wasn't about to make the excuse because when I had Chunk, I popped back really quick. And I'm not the person that just pops back because I have those genetical genes. No, I worked out and ate healthy after having Chunk. So I popped back with hard work. So June 5th, I like buckled down, got myself together, developed some mental toughness, and really focused on being disciplined. I was not motivated whatsoever, especially because June 5th is exactly 1 month before my birthday, and it was my 30th birthday, and I was like, I'm not going to look how I want to look for my 30th birthday, and I was just so unmotivated. Like, it was just like, I don't want to do this. But I knew I had to do it because if I didn't start, I just felt that I could have just let myself go. And so I started my journey, and I started off slowly but surely. I first started out just working out. I would work out 5 days a week for anywhere between 30 minutes to 60 minutes, or sometimes an hour and 30, and only an hour and 30 because I would like work out for 30 minutes and then maybe go walking a little bit. I would do the Peloton. I would just do a mixture of things, but I was only doing cardio. I knew that I had to start strength training, but I wanted to work myself up, just getting a system and routine, because I personally hate strength training, and I didn't want the baby to be around while I was doing that. So I just wanted to get in the habit, and I felt like walking or doing like the Grow with Joe videos was helpful. And that did work for me for a little bit. Then I wanted to the end of July, August is when I actually threw meal prepping back in the mix. So I had got a good system of working out. Then I threw meal prep back in the mix because, by the way, in June when I started, I told myself I can't do everything. I can't work out, pump. I can't work out. I can't pump. Nursing. I can't do it all. So I gave up pumping. I was just straight nursing. I was no longer pumping at all unless I like went out and I was engorged or something. So I had to give up pumping. I had already had a nice stash in the basement, so I didn't care. But I worked out with Grow with Joe, and then I would do walking or the Peloton. Okay. Then October came, and that's when like my journey straight shifted. I told myself I need to stop doing so much cardio. I have to strength train because I don't want to just lose weight. I want to lose fat, and I want to look a specific way. And so I started doing Carolina Gavon, I think her name is, on YouTube. And I would do that for 30 minutes or 45 minutes, and then I would go walking my 3 miles. If I could do the whole 3 miles, or sometimes just 2, depending on the baby. Or I would just do the Peloton, or just do strength training. It just depended on the week. Okay, so now I'm gonna put my weight tracker on the scale to show you guys like how I was losing weight. So you guys see from June 5th to June 22nd, I lost 7 pounds quick. I think that was mostly just water weight, honestly. But if you look from June 22nd all the way to October 1st, I literally only lost 10 pounds, which is not bad, but July, August, September. So like 3 months and 1 week, it took me 13, 14 weeks to lose 10 pounds, which to me is not a lot, but it's decent. But I knew that I could lose more. I wasn't trying to rush to lose weight, but I just wasn't seeing the progress that I thought I should be seeing. So October 1st, I was 183, and that's when I started my strength training. And I would do, like I said, strength training sometimes and walking, or only strength training, or strength training and the Peloton. And then you just see like the weight continues to just like kind of fall off. And right now I'm just trying to maintain my weight. I'm not trying to lose. I was really trying to figure out what my goal is, because honestly my goal was like 175, because that's what I'm normally am, 170 to 180. So 175 is perfect. And I just kept eating right and working out, and here's I am today. So I think the biggest thing for me, along with working out, was really developing that mental toughness. I had to really understand the difference between discipline and motivation. Like I said, I wasn't motivated when I first started, but once you start seeing the weight fall off, you kind of get more motivated. And then when November came, I was no longer motivated because I had reached my goal weight. And that's when I had to really focus on being disciplined, because it wasn't just about getting to a goal weight and looking a certain type of way, or getting to my pre-pregnancy size. It's about a routine and a habit that I'm trying to sustain for the rest of my life. Like, I want my kids to see me working out, not just to lose weight, but because it's a part of like my daily routine. And so that's like a big thing for me. I also feel like me doing my spiritual journey helped me be disciplined, because I had to be disciplined in that area too. I know I told you guys before, but I'm doing this Bible challenge. It's my 3rd time doing it. I really, really love this. But this helped me be disciplined as well, because when I didn't feel like working out, I might just go for a nice long walk, and then I can read my Bible, right? So I'm getting my workout in and I'm reading my Bible. So I really had to pray about, and continue to have to pray about, like, God, make me disciplined about what I put in my mouth. Give me the strength I need to be able to work out and prioritize I'm working out. And I also do a lot of self-talk, and I'm hard on myself. So it's like, oh, I don't feel like working out. Okay, but you feel like scrolling on Instagram? So you're going to be on Instagram and TikTok for 30 minutes and not spend 30 minutes working on your own body and your own health? Okay, you want to see what so-and-so and so-and-so is doing, but you don't want to work on your body. You don't want to work on your health. You don't want to work on your fitness. You don't want to have some mental clarity. Like, I'm really hard on myself when it comes to stuff like that, because I don't like to make excuses, especially when I'm making excuses to do things that are not going to help me. Okay? So, working out, mental clarity. The biggest component, though, this is what changed the game for me, is just eating properly. At first, my meal prepping was very boring, just protein, healthy carb, vegetables. And then once I learned about healthy substitutions, my meals started to get more fun, more interesting, and I feel like this is going to help me be on this journey longer, because I know how to eat tastier food. I'm just using better quality substitution, should I say. And so I'm not doing any fads, any diets. I used to be vegetarian, used to be pescatarian. I'm not. I haven't been vegetarian since I was pregnant with Chunk in 2019. 2020. So I'm not doing keto. I'm not doing intermittent fasting. I don't do any of those things, because those things to me are specifically for people who want to lose weight in most cases. Not because they want to do it. They're doing it to lose weight. And again, I don't want to do anything specific to losing weight. I want this to be a long-term journey. So no, I'm not doing any diets or fads. I'm thinking about longevity. So my diet consists of high protein, moderate to low carb, and veggies, of course. I meal prep for days Monday through Friday morning mostly. And then on the weekends, I eat what I want, which is, I'm not eating what I want. I'm eating regular food. I'm just eating in moderation. I am not calorie counting. I am tracking my calories or monitoring my calories, not necessarily counting them, but I'm paying closer attention to my protein intake, because like I told you guys, I'm on a fat loss journey. And so as you get older, you naturally lose muscle. And one way to combat that is to increase your protein and do strength training. And so because I'm focusing on fat loss, I try to eat as much protein as I can, like 100 grams a day. Well, specifically, mostly, I know I am from Monday through Friday. And then I'm trying to have, healthy carbs and then vegetables, of course. So what was I going to say about that? Oh, I'm eating like maybe, I want to say 4 meals a day now that I have snacks. But before, when I was just doing the protein, the healthy carb, and the green vegetable, I was eating like 4 or 5 times a day because I was doing much smaller meals. But now that I've truly learned how to do healthy substitutions, I'm eating probably only 3 times a day because I'm including snacks now, because before I wasn't snacking. When I first started, it was just my strict meals in smaller portions. But again, now that I got it under wraps, I'm doing more snacks. So I'm really only eating 3 meals a day. Like for breakfast, I'll have my avocado egg with extra egg white toast. I'll have it like 9 o'clock. I'm not hungry again. I don't really let myself get hungry, but it'll be 1 o'clock and I'm like, ooh, I need to eat. Like I forgot to eat because I ate so much protein for breakfast. That meal can be between 30 and 40 grams of protein if I add my Greek yogurt to it. And so because I'm eating such high protein, it's keeping me full longer. Okay. Some things that I have permanently eliminated or like really don't use for my meal prep are butters and oils. I am a big proponent of like not wasting any calories. Like for example, I don't drink sodas. I'm not wasting 200 calories on a soda when I can have a seltzer water with my my ginger ice cube and have a 200 calorie snack, like a snack. I don't do protein shakes. Like I don't do anything there. I'll have like a green, like the green greens powder I showed you guys. I'll have that in addition to a meal, but I'm not having that as a meal supplement. I'm not replacing any meal with any shake. I'm not doing that. I like to eat. I'm an eater. And when I do that, I find that I then overindulge later because that was not something I should have replaced the whole meal for. What else? So I don't do butters and oils. I've also learned about just like healthy substitution. So I love pasta, but I know that I can't have pasta because even if I had a smaller portion, it was still too much, and I didn't understand that. But now I have permanently subbed that with high protein pasta. So now there's pasta every single week in my meal prep, and I'm still losing weight. I also learned about like the difference of Greek yogurt and regular yogurt. So I really subbed that because at first I was doing the vegan yogurt, which I love. The taste is so good, and the taste of the Greek yogurt I'm still getting used to. But I have subbed that out. I've also subbed out using like Greek yogurt instead of using like creams in my pasta because it's very high on protein. And the heavy cream is just a crazy amount of calories. What else am I doing? I already said that. Also my coffee. So I don't go to Starbucks anymore. I think I told you guys when I was pregnant, I was going to Starbucks once a day, like every day, spending $13 a day and getting a venti drink. It wasn't super sweet, but it was still a venti drink and a sandwich. And pregnant was fine. I still didn't gain that much weight, but I just didn't want to do that like post-pregnancy. Like, no. So now I make my coffee at home. I have my coffee every single morning. So again, I'm not depriving myself at all. I'm still having all the foods I love. It's just that me making my coffee at home is like 120 calories versus if I go to Starbucks, it's probably like a 500 calorie drink. Again, I don't want to waste worthless calories, and because they make the drink so sweet, even when I don't ask, they still do it on accident. So I'm wasting money and wasting calories, and it was just like, let me just make it at home. What else? I think that's pretty much honestly it, guys. I felt like I didn't say much, but I'm keeping it very simple, and I think that's why it's working for me. Yeah. I do have a food scale, and I would say in the beginning of the process that helped, but now that I can eyeball a piece of chicken and say, okay, this is how much you're supposed to have, this is 4 ounces, I don't really need to do that anymore. So yeah, if you're starting off your journey, like just try to start off slow. Like start off with adding just one thing at a time so that you can build yourself up and really just tailor your routine versus just trying to drastically change. Now, for some people, drastically changing might be a thing, but for me, like I said, I started off working out, just doing cardio. Then 6 weeks later, I added meal prep. Then 6 weeks later, I added strength training. And 6 weeks after that, actually, I then started like tracking my protein more intently to make sure I was getting the protein that I need. I will continue to post my meal prepping videos over on TikTok. It is kind of hard to do on YouTube because I'm recording for so long and like the battery will die, and I have 3 batteries and 2 memory cards, but it's just a lot. It's easy to record it on my phone because I have so much storage. And then I will continue posting a snapshot of what I'm eating over on Instagram stories every single Sunday. Every single Sunday. Like, I don't make any excuses. I think Christmas on a Monday this year, and Sunday I was still meal prepping. Okay, I know I was going to have Christmas dinner, but other than that, I still have my meal prep ready. Same for Thanksgiving. Like, every single Sunday, I will post it, no matter if it's a holiday or not, because I got goals. Okay, I got goals. I think that I want to now try to get to 150. I just want to see about that. I'm entertaining getting a reduction, and I just kind of want to see where I would look at 150, because for me right now, the way I looked at 168, I feel like I look the exact same at 158. Like, I don't see a difference. My clothes don't fit differently at all. So I'm just eager to see what that will look like, and I'm gonna try to do it much slower. So I'm gonna try to get there by June, and today it's February 24th, so I'm thinking about getting there to June, so losing this last 8 pounds very slowly. So we'll see about that. Now, so questions, let me make sure I answered all of them. Questions: how much weight you lost? I'm really starting at 200 because I don't want to include pregnancy, so total 42 pounds. Supplements. Oh, have I taken any supplements? I have not taken any supplements. I'm not against people who do that. You got to do what works for you. I just did not feel like it was something I needed to do, especially because I have lost a significant amount of weight before, so I knew that I could do it with discipline. I have done B12 shots before in the past, like years ago. But also I can't really do certain things even if I wanted to because I'm nursing still. So I feel like that wasn't ever even an option for me. So no, I'm not doing any Ozempic or anything like that because I'm nursing. So you're already limited in what you can do. Some things I was doing is drinking like tea. You're not supposed to do it when you breastfeeding, but I did it a couple times. Is drink my Keisha Coyote. I really like that because sometimes I felt like when I was taking in so much protein, I was having a hard time being regular, and that would just like empty the clip. Okay. Where do you get your food ideas? I get those off of Instagram. So I just feel like Instagram and TikTok are such good resources. They can be great distractions, but if you use them appropriately, they're a great resource. So my workout routine, like now I don't watch the Carolina Gravon. I make my own workouts now based on what body parts I want to target, and I have separate like playlists or like saved things in categories. So I call it Fupa Be Gone. So Fupa Be Gone workout, butt workouts, arm workouts, and I just curate my own list. And same with food. I just save my different high protein desserts, snacks like that on Instagram. I love Instagram for those things. Every single meal now that I make comes from Instagram, or it's a TikTok trend, and I'm still able to lose weight. I am making sure that I'm following people who are on a similar journey so that I can hit my goals. Staying hydrated. I'm not a big proponent of, drink a gallon a day. When I did my weight loss program, yeah, we had to drink a gallon a day, but I don't do that. I try to drink at least half my body weight. So when I was 200, I tried to drink 100 ounces, and I'm 158. So how much should I be drinking? What's half of 158? Why can't I do the math right now? Like 80, yeah, like 80 ounces a day, but I'm still drinking 100. Like, whatever. Like, just drink as much as you can. At least 8 glasses, should I say. So, in order for me to get my water in, I'll drink 1 liter of, or maybe 2 liters, it depends, of the alkaline water, but usually just 1 liter. And then I'll have my salsa water. I'll have like 1 or 2 of these. So if this is the regular Safeway brand, the lime one, but I love the Nixies. I have those. I have 1 of those with like my ginger ice cubes. And then I also drink my hot water lemon honey ginger drink. So good. Love it. So good. I have that every single day, and I love that drink and I have it in this. So this is actually like 28 to 30 ounces. So I'll have 1 of these, or 2 of these. That's 24. So 24 plus 24 is 48, plus 6 more, 54. And then I'll have a liter, and that's 34 ounces, I think. So yeah, I mean, and sometimes I have an extra liter. It just depends. Just drink what you can, but try to have at least 2 liters a day, okay? And then staying motivated. Again, I'm not motivated. I stay disciplined. Stay disciplined. Pray about it. Ask God to give you discipline. Start your morning praying, asking for that, and then do the things necessary to prepare, so that when you get in those weak moments, you can make the best decision. So if I know that I meal prep, I'm less likely going to go out to buy this and buy that and buy that to eat, because I've already meal prepped. So I'm not going to I still can make a horrible decision, but I'm less likely to, because I have meal prepped. When do I work out? What part of the day, essentially? Most people will say work out in the morning. That doesn't work for me right now because I'm so sleep deprived, and Via doesn't sleep through the night every single night yet. Like, she just started sleeping through the night like maybe 3 times, 4 times a week. But before that, I was like snoozing essentially every 4 hours. So working out at 5 o'clock in the morning ain't work for me. It just, no. So now I work out during her nap time mostly, because I know she's gonna sleep for at least 45 minutes, and that's all I need is 30 minutes, right? And if she sleeps longer, then I can get more of a workout in. But if not, as long as I get my 30-minute strength training, I'm good. But normally during nap, she sleeps for like an hour and a half to 2 hours. Okay. Any resources you would like to share? Absolutely. I would say find people on Instagram to follow. So I like Shred Happens. He is so good, and he like lost 100 pounds, I think, naturally. And so every one of my meals every single week comes from him, like one of them, and then something that Eric will send me as well. Let me see who else I have. I also love Fine Fit Fitness over on TikTok. I know there's supposedly some controversy around it. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know what happened. I really don't care. But I love her. I was watching her lives all the time in the morning time, and she really taught me a lot. She taught me about substitution. She taught me about just learning how to eat, so that when you go out, you can still know how to eat. And it just, I think her messaging is more around longevity and this being your lifestyle versus doing it as a fad. Like, she's against keto. She's against all those fad trends. She's like, I go to brunch, but I know how to eat when I go to brunch. I'm not going to order something to eat the whole thing. It's probably 2,500 calories. I just know how to eat better when I go out, which makes more sense because I don't want to miss out. Like, in the beginning, yes, I had to say no a lot. Like, no, I'm not doing this. No, I'm not doing that. Or even, hubby, you want to go out? No. Or let's do a coffee date or a breakfast date where I can just go and get something smaller versus a whole dinner date. You know what I mean? So I love her, me personally. As far as workouts, I see so many people. I can't just tell you this one person I like, because the fact that I'm looking and searching for these things, it comes up so much, and I'm just saving stuff from a lot of people. So those are the main Resources. Do you do pre-workouts? No, I don't do any pre-workouts. I don't oxystrate or whatever. I don't do all of those things, mainly because, again, I'm still nursing, so I have to be mindful of what I'm intaking. The only supplement, I guess, is I have a protein powder that I use, but I only use that in the form of mixing it in my Greek yogurt to get even more protein. Like when I have my dessert is usually like a yogurt bowl with protein powder mixed in, some granola, some chocolate chips, half a banana, and I'll have that for dinner because it's sweet and I'm getting a lot of protein, limited carb, and so I feel like I had a healthy dessert, and I love that snack or dessert. Since I already answered the rest of them, like in the midst of that, I think the last one, like someone said, did I have surgery? No, I didn't have surgery, guys. I don't even think I look like I have a surgery body, but I'm taking it as a compliment. But I don't think my body look like that. If it do, I'm blind. I can't see. But no, I didn't. I'm not against it. If I felt like I need to do it, I would do it. I know that I want to get a reduction, so actually that next year. But that's not something I had to do or felt like I wanted to do. Prep programs. I don't have a meal prep program that I can share. The one that I did, I technically can't share it because kind of had to sign this contract around like not sharing it. That's how they make their money. But I will say, if you guys want to do one, either research and create your own, or I would say Fine Fit Fitness. I didn't purchase her meal plan because I know what I need to do. I don't kind of like need my hand held in that sense. But if you need that, then do it. Like, do it to start off, and then once you figure out really how to eat, then you can like branch out and do your own thing. And I've heard really good things about it. I just didn't feel the need to do it. Whew. Well, that's all for today's video, guys. I hope I answered everything. I really do. If I didn't, please drop it down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.